My name is Janisa Lovelace Coleman. For my biopsychosocial assessment video, I will be the clinician who is interviewing Hector Rivera. Hector is a 40-year-old male who is married with two children. They had a home robbery a few years ago, and Hector is still dealing with it in a sense that he's doing things that, anyone would do after they are robbed. However, his wife is a little bit concerned because he could be over the top sometimes, and she believes he is experiencing some anxiety and paranoia as a result of the situation. So she did convince him to come to counseling. So what I will be doing in this interview is helping Hector get through his fears and overcome, the trauma that he experienced a few years ago by using the collaborative method to assess him and to help him come up with some treatment options to help him overcome his anxiety and paranoia. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
My name is Janisa.
Hi, I'm Hector.
Nice to meet you, Hector.
All right.
All right. So before we get started, what we're going to do is we're going to go over this privacy and confidentiality agreement. Okay. This confidentiality agreement basically states that anything you say here in session with me will be held confidential unless you say anything that will cause harm to yourself or a loved one or someone else, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you could just, read over this, please, and sign at the bottom and date.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right. So before we jump right in, we're going to do brief introductions, meaning I'm going to give you a little bit of background about me, and then you can give me some information about yourself, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. So like I said, my name is Janisa. I've been employed here for about 9 years as a counselor, okay? Let's see, things that I like, we'll just make it fun. Things that I like to bowl, I like to shop and things like that. I am married myself. I've been married for 7 years now, so, it's all fun, right?
Yes.
All right. So give me some information about yourself.
Well, as you know, I'm Hector, and last name Rivera. I'm also married. I have two wonderful kids, age 4 and 3. They're great kids. They're just nice. Just do everything to protect them and make sure my wife is all right. And
that's great.
Just take care of the home and everything. I worked for security. I actually been there since, I got regular retirement because I've been there for so long. So I'm actually now retired. So I do a little bit of crossing guard now with the city and, just doing a little bit of things, part-time, but enjoying my relaxation now and everything. So
great.
That's pretty much it right now.
That's great. Okay. All right. So what brings you in today?
I honestly don't know for sure, but my wife recommended me to go to counseling. We had a traumatic event basically because we were robbed.
Okay.
And what happened was after the robbery, I just went and started just protecting my family. Got the alarm system, got security cameras. We got a nice, big, large Dane in the backyard now and comes in the house. I got a pit bull and the fence and everything. I also brought a gun because there's been robberies all through the neighborhood. I just got to protect my family. So it's just, that just changed me, I guess. Then I felt like it didn't, but she felt like it did. So she said, please try counseling. So I guess I got a little bit overbearing for her to deal with. So.
Okay. No, I understand. And I understand you're, wanting to protect your family. That's most important. I do understand that wholeheartedly. Okay. So, with your job, you say you work security?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been working security for, you said?
Well, I'm retired now. So,
you're retired now?
Yeah, I retired last year. The robbery probably happened about 3 years ago. But it just with the security, it's just basically nothing really happened. It was with a technical company, large company, probably heard of it, Lockheed Martin.
Yep.
So I was just checking on people, and there was nothing too crazy the years I worked there. they taught us different things on how to be tactical and everything like that. I was armed there as well.
Okay.
And, understood that, whole aspect of it as, protecting the building and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Used to walk the building, during the course of the hours that people worked there. Mm-hmm. Once everybody left out, we locked up and then made sure everything was good. We roamed the entire perimeter of the building and everything, just make sure everybody was protected. So when the robbery happened, it was kind of a shock to me because we had an alarm system, but for somehow, some way, they got in and reached our house. And next thing I know, all our belongings were taken, our personal stuff. My wife lost a diamond necklace that her grandmother gave her. Oh, wow. And her grandmother's deceased. And
I'm sorry.
It was just a lot on me. And it was around Christmas time, and our kids just, they were getting ready to go to daycare, and they couldn't find their belongings and book bags. And unfortunately, my wife had to tell them, unfortunately, somebody came into our house. And that's hard to tell a 4 and a 3-year-old.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. And I understand how you feel. Yeah, I understand that. So you said the robbery changed you. In what way do you think it changed you? And why do you think your wife, tried to get you to come here today?
I guess I'm more aggressive in her eyes in terms of protecting the family. Like, I don't trust people when they come in, not even family. Some family, they're just weird. Some people just come in and try to take cell phones or whatever, what belongings. Sometimes some people are a history of pickpocketers. Not my side, but her side. But either way, they just come in and they just do weird things. And I'm just sitting there with watching them. Some people, I guess, there was a point where it sounded like something breached in our house in the middle of the night. I told my family to go into a tactical standpoint of being close to each other upstairs. And then I went and investigated it with my gun. Okay. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I was looking around and everything, and I saw some kind of movement. And I shot, and it was unfortunately the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. So this happened in the home?
Yes.
Okay. And were your children home at the time?
Yes. They were upstairs safely, tucked away on the other side of the house. We live in a single-family home, so thankfully there was no neighbors around. There was no way that the bullet would have reached anywhere else. Thankfully, I was able to locate it after the fact and everything. And the shell casings, we had to get in the refrigerator, and she was not very happy about that.
Okay. So you think that's what caused her to, think that's too much? There's too much going on at the time?
It was either that or the neighbor coming in the yard and I tackling him for whatever reason, because I thought he was coming in to take our child away for whatever reason. But he was bringing back a shovel he used for digging something. I think he was digging a ditch or something. I don't know.
Did they ever catch the person who robbed your home?
No, there actually is a string of robberies that happened during that time. And I think there was one about 2-3 months ago, actually, and they thought they had the guy, but they caught somebody had a ring camera on their door, but it wasn't the guy. Okay. So they released him. So whoever did it is still on the loose and still, going through the neighborhood and doing whatever. So.
And how does that make you feel?
Not safe because they should have been caught them. I'm like, dang, I work in security, and it's just like. At some point in time, you would hope that law enforcement would do their job, but, it's understandable. They have a lot of different issues and everything going on, with everything that's going on in our country. You got to, respect that. So, I respect law enforcement to the highest degree. I have family that are in law enforcement, and I've worked security. So I understand.
Well, it sounds like you do have a lot of anxiety as a result of the situation, which is absolutely normal. You had a home robbery. You're trying to protect your family. You had 2 little ones at home, your wife. So I absolutely understand, your feelings. I do. We can work on a few things as far as helping you with your anxiety and how to combat that. Okay. To try to make your, home life better for you and your family. So, your wife will be secure and okay, and you would feel okay and less anxious. Okay. So we'll have a few sessions, in regards to that and ways to help you manage your anxiety. Okay. And I do want to ask one question, or a couple questions actually, about stress management and anxiety.
Okay.
Do you exercise? Do you do any other types of activity?
I've gone to the gym. I walk our neighborhood. I think I get paranoid walking through the neighborhood because I'd be looking for, the perpetrator. But it's during the day. It's just weird. But
no, I understand.
But, I do, get out and try to walk things, and, I take our dogs out for walks, and, take them to the dog park, try to get out the house, and, maybe take the kids to the playground, and, things like that.
Yeah, all those things are healthy ways to, lower your anxiety. But we do need to work on, some things that will help you combat the other things that you were doing, like extreme, tackling your neighbor and things like that. There's
Shooting
ways.
The refrigerator.
Yeah, there's ways that we can work on those things, the more severe things. Okay. So our department here, we start off with about 2 sessions per month. Okay, and if we need to increase them over time, we will increase them if we feel as though you need a more intense treatment program. Okay, but the sessions run about an hour long. I'll sit here and talk to you just like this, and we'll work together and try to come up with ways that will help you with your anxiety. And hopefully at the end of our treatment plan, you'll be able to feel more comfortable in your home, and your wife and you will feel more comfortable in your home without, all the other activity going on. Okay?
Sounds
all
good.
Right. That sounds good?
Yes.
All right. So what I need you to do is to sign here, okay? This is just an outline of your treatment plan. It states here that you will be returning twice a month, okay, to start off with. And always, if you need any additional, time to talk to me, please reach out to me, and I'll be sure to schedule you somewhere in between that, okay? All right, so if you could sign here and date at the bottom.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so I look forward to, working with you throughout this time. We will definitely, get to know each other a little bit more throughout your time with me, okay? And hopefully, everything goes well. I believe you can overcome this. And like I said before, I absolutely understand your feelings, okay?
Yeah, and maybe I won't shoot refrigerators anymore.
You have to protect your family. I get that. Yes, absolutely.
But maybe I won't shoot them anymore. So.
Yes, hopefully we won't. Hopefully we won't have an incident like that again. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
All right.